Hey guys, good morning. It's Dave Santorelli from BreakingChartAlerts.com. In the home office now, just got everything situated after the last chemo treatment, so be working from home here for a couple of months until chemo's over with, just while the virus is picking up here. So first things first, guys, market's pulling back quite a bit here. New strain of virus out there that's, I guess, 70% more likely to spread easier than the current one here. So there's further restrictions that are they're talking about here. Right now, Amazon's the only thing that's green here in the pre-market. Opening bell in a few seconds here. So we're going to be looking at Amazon. Picked a week to take off last week. Banks are starting to take off nicely. JP Morgan's up about 3%. Let's take a look here at JP Morgan. You guys hear like an echo here? Or is it just me? Good morning, Paula. Amazon pulling back a little bit here on the open. Give the market a first few 15 minutes here. There goes Amazon spiking up $4. I got the contract still for the Amazon. That's really the only thing I think I'm holding on to right now. Amazon's up about $6 now, $7. Nice little breakout here on Amazon this morning. That's really just about the only thing along with the banks here. They're getting a little pop. Let's see, still have Moderna. 180 calls for January 15th, up $110 on those for the day. Amazon now up $11. Nice breakout on Amazon. We got the Amazon January 15th, 31.75 calls. So we are in the money on those. Looking for a further breakout here. The Amazon January 15th, what I'm looking for here is a break well above 32.60. I think we could see a break above 32.60. If we do break that 32.60, nice chance we could look for 33.50. I think we should easily see that from now until January Expo. So if anything, I might be adding to Amazon here throughout this week if she continues to see strength throughout the day today.
Vuzix Blade aids first augmented reality smart glasses based total knee replacement surgery in the U.S.
We're up about 3% on our Amazon trade overall so far. Delta Airlines, we're down about 30%. We have the June 18th 45 strike call. So that's one that I told you is probably going to be popping here once we get that stim deal passed. They're looking for about $15 billion. Delta Airlines down about 3%. We got some support right around 37.50 and then further around 35. I don't think she's going to drop much below the 50-day simple moving average. So that's one that I got a decent sized trade in, about $9,000. I'll probably look to add to that, if we start to see a climb above 40, I'm probably going to be adding to that Delta trade there. Let's see what Amazon's doing. Moderna. We have the Moderna January 15th 180 call. She's holding that 20 really nice. Waiting a break above 150. I'm probably going to add to Moderna.
Well, one person who calls for free from the raise says she
Qs are starting to get a climb here on a today 1 minute chart. Moderna up about 3% here. Qs are at the highs of the day here so far. See if we continue to break out on Qs. If we see anything down below here that we could do some day trading with, possible swing trade, I'll let you guys know. If you guys see anything moving too, please let me know. I'm watching the banks right now.
Here up about 6.5% now, following Friday's strong report from the company.
Nike's still climbing. Paula, are you in a Nike trade? That had a nice breakout. She's going to be looking to take out 150 this week. Let's see. Tisha says JP Morgan's still climbing. Banks are looking great. JP Morgan, I was looking at that last night. Got some resistance right around 123.50. Bank of America. Bank of America's looking great there. Would love to pick up something on Bank of America, maybe for February monthly expo. Let's take a look at the option chain. At lunch today, I have to go get a new mouse here. Let's see, February 19th. Look at those 30 calls. Quite a bit of volume on those. I think I need to pick up some calls on Bank of America for the February 19th expo. We'll pick up the 30s. We'll pick up 10 contracts. This is in the Trade Challenge account. Let's see if we can pick it up for $1. Let me see up here. $1.45. Alrighty, guys, we are now in Bank of America. The $1.46 we got filled for. So $1.46, Bank of America, February 19th. That just got executed for us. We're already up $100 on the trade. Thank you, Z. Glad to be back. I'm telling you, this chemo stuff's pretty scary. You don't know what your body's going to be expecting, and it does things you don't expect it to do. Not fun. Let me get this sent out. Qs are still on the climb, guys. Amazon's up $23 for the day. We got some nice gains on our Amazon trade today. Qs are still climbing.
Shares of Jumia popping 44.48.
That was filled at $1.46, as you guys could see there. Like that setup on the financial sector. Google's looking pretty good here as well. Let's take a look at Amazon. Amazon's still breaking out, holding that 10-day simple moving average today on a today 1-minute chart. Google is looking good. Guys, is there any problems with the audio? Or is it fine with you guys? Nice breakout on Google, still continuing to climb. Amazon's looking strong. Might be adding to Amazon this week. I know we already got about 13,000 in it, but I think she's going to break out much more. Got a $400 gain on Amazon. Bank of America is still holding that 10. Qs are pulling back a little bit here down to the 10. Google's still getting a nice breakout there. Everything's looking pretty good. Still holding that 10. Bank of America. Google's getting up to that 20 right now. Watching that. I want to see that break that 1725. Amazon still holding strong, consolidating the past 5 candles there.
The EMA says very likely that the Pfizer vaccine will protect against the new variant.
Well, that's good news. Pfizer vaccine will protect against the new variant that they're seeing. That they're saying 70% more likely, easier to spread. Paula had the 140s on Nike. Let's see what Nike's doing.
That's PFE and BNTX.
Big consolidation on Nike since about 934. I still think that's going to hit 150 this week. I'm watching Google for a possible entry here for a swing trade this week. Would love to see a swing trade this week. Climbing nicely. It's holding that 1700, which is, as you can see, let me bring up my annotation here. That 1700 is a pretty strong support area, as you can see. Going back November. So I want to see us hold that resistance here at 1700 on
Bank
Google.
Stocks moving higher now. Letter C, Citi, GS Goldman Sachs. BAC, Bank
Let's
of
see.
America.
Z Santa says, what do you think of Boeing? Okay. Bank of America is getting a nice little climb there. Let's see. Boeing. Z Santa asks about. Well, let's take a look. Boeing. Looks like that's going to further pull back here. You got about 200 as support there. This virus isn't helping Boeing at all, so I'd wait till the dust settles until you jump into some more Boeing. Good morning, Bob and Genevieve. Let's see. Eric says Salesforce CRM's looking good for a swing trade. Let's see. CRM. Not too bad there. It's holding that 10-day simple moving average. Look for a break above 230. 230 is going to be the next resistance area. Breaks above that, she could have a nice climb up to that 250. Little pullback here on Q's Tech. Banks are still holding up pretty strong. Amazon's still up about 18 points. Baidu's at 195.80 now, up $3.18 for the day. No, Dwayne didn't move out of the office, just working from home during chemo. Can't risk getting the virus. Nice job, Colin. Let's see, Colin was trading Carnival Cruise Line, made a 69% gain on the 2022 calls. I remember we had that spread on Carnival Cruise Line way back when we had that first crossover back here. We sold that spread for a pretty nice gain. Bank of America's having a nice breakout there, guys. Trades up 4% already. %5 gain. There goes Bank of America, still climbing. Nice run there. I'd love to see 30 bucks today. There goes Bank of America running again, guys. Quick $100 gain on that Bank of America trade already. Up about 6%. Apple Car accelerates the mobilization of Taiwan chain. Gevo shares are trading higher after the company announced it has optioned the right to purchase land near Lake Preston. Guys, we're now up 120 bucks on the Bank of America trade in the Trade Challenge account. Quick 8% gain so far right there. Nice continued breakout on the banks. Financials are looking good.
MARK, remark, spiking to the high, remark $1.78, 4.2% MARK.
Let's see on the watch list here. Goldman Sachs is up almost 6% today. Nike up, still climbing on Nike, up 7.5%. See what Nike shares are doing. Nike's having a nice breakout. She's going to see 150 this week. If you guys wanted a trade idea on Nike, let's take a look at the option chain here. This mouse is horrible. I gotta go to Walgreens across the street here. Get a new one. Let's see, Nike. I wouldn't mind doing a weekly on Nike. Ray, I'll show you afterwards how I do my scanner for BDM. I think we'll see BDM for a little bit here going forward. Nasdaq's down about 147. Nike, I wouldn't mind going with the weeklies here. Got quite a bit of volume. Open interest looks great. You know, you got pretty, 15, 16 cent between the bid and the ask there. Not too bad. About 5%. That wouldn't be a bad one on Nike. The 148s or the 147s.
On a circuit breaker, $4.75, WBAI.
Amazon's only up about $3 now.
500.com announcing private placement and a new CEO.
Nice job, Colin.
Whiskey Bravo Alpha India.
UAVS. There's a lot of websites pushing that UAVS, though. Bank of America retraced down to that 10, continuing to climb. Nike's doing the same thing here. Nice pattern on Bank of America. I love that pattern there. Now what we want to do is see that break that 29.88 area and then run for that 30 on the day. Airbnb is having a huge drop here, guys. Take a look here. I'm watching that on the other chart. Big breakdown on Airbnb. Wanted to do a quick swing trade of 1,000 shares on Airbnb here, but this thing's been so volatile. That's a daily chart there. That looks like that's going to continue to retrace. Obviously, that's down on fears of COVID. Amazon's starting to flatten out there, getting a climb again. Bank of America trades up about 4%. What's the price for Bank of America? 1.46.
TCRC halted on a circuit breaker. Charlie, Romeo, Charlie, China Customer Relations. Company reported their earnings on Friday after the close, CCRC.
Amazon's still looking good, getting a squeeze between the 50 and the 10-day simple moving average. Bank of America just had its first candle below the 10-day, coming down to that 20.
WBAI resuming trade. Whiskey Bravo Alpha India after
Dwayne, that's what I've been reading. They're supposed to be getting a deal with Amazon.
WBAI.
No options on it though, so I'd rather be trading the options on it.
Shares up now 116% on Whiskey Bravo Alpha India.
WBAI.
Smile Direct 1265 the high, up about 4%. now on Smile Direct, Sandy Delta Charlie, SDC.
Smile Direct Club having a nice climb there.
Airbnb, December 31, $180 call sweep. Alpha Bravo, November Bravo, Airbnb. Currently at 146.68.
Airbnb, they see some call sweeps coming in, guys. They're probably picking up those short-term calls here to look for that breakout back up to about 152. You know, that $5 move there is going to make a substantial profit there. So that's why you're seeing those call sweeps coming in as Airbnb starts to break higher here after coming down to support around 145. Qs are starting to get a climb above the 10-day right now. Qs, first candle above the 10-day here after that BDM. Now let's see if we could break that 20. We got the MACD cross, moving average convergence divergence. First green bar above the 0 line on the histogram. Looking good, looking like things are starting to shift there. See if it could break above that 20 here and continue that momentum higher. Bank of America's climbing, holding that 20. Airbnb is interesting. I wanted to do something with it. See what she does here. As you guys could see down here, it came up on the Newswire. Airbnb option alert, December 31st, 180 call sweeps. So next Friday's expo there. 175 call sweeps, 175 contracts at 390. Amazon back up about $12 now.
Dow Jones Airlines Index down 2.1% on flying travel ban due to new COVID-19 strain found in the UK.
Dish, I think they're going to continue to run there. JP Morgan's great. 6-month daily. Nice breakout there. Not too bad. I think we'll continue to see it climb over the coming days here. I think Baidu's going to hit. She already broke the 200. All right, there's a good chance Baidu sees 250. Especially once Biden gets in office, you know. All those tariffs and restrictions are lifted from China. I think you'll see the Chinese companies take off then. Maybe I'll look at something longer term here on Baidu. The February. Look at that. Look at the spread, though, between the bid and the ask. 17 by 19.30. Theoretically, you could pick it up for about $18.15 a contract there. Last traded at 17. She's climbing. I like that setup there. That's actually a pretty cheap trade as well. That 200 strike for about 18 bucks. Bank of America trades up about 2%. I'm looking for that to continue to run there. Qs are pulling back a little bit here. I'm going to keep Baidu on my watch list. I might make a trade on Baidu. If I make a trade on Baidu, it's going to be that 200 strike for the February 19th expo. I think we could easily have a target there of 250 by February monthly. Especially, like I said, once Biden gets in office, all those restrictions are going to be lifted. I think we'll have some good opportunity going into China there. Some of these Chinese stocks. Airbnb continuing to climb off the lows here. Amazon still holding that 50. Nice steady climb there. Q still holding below that 1020. Not too much news here. Feels so good to be back in the trade room. Let's see Baidu. Baidu's still holding that 10. There goes Amazon taking off again. Amazon now up $10. Right up to that 10. There she goes, breaking that 10 up to that 20, up $12. Nice continued breakout, up 13. See, the thing with Baidu is, let me show you. That guy that picked up those calls on Airbnb there for the December 31st expo is doing pretty good. Let's see, Baidu. The thing with Baidu, if you take a look at this chart here, I mean, she could easily see that 250, and she continues to climb. She could easily see that 275. She gets up to 275 by February. Those contracts are going to be an easy, 500% return. And they're pretty cheap, $1,800 a contract. That's not too bad there. For that amount of time frame, going into a new presidency, a new administration, I think that's a really nice setup there on Baidu. I'm watching Q's pull back a little bit here. Baidu's still taking off. There goes Baidu again. Big breakout, new highs of the day on Baidu. I think I might do something with Baidu here in the other account. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to do a call on Baidu. I'll get one for now. For the February 19th monthly expo, I'll pick up the 200 call. Alrighty guys, that just got executed. So I just made a new trade. February 19th, 200 call at 19.47 execution.
Sierra Caribbean announcing $40 million program to support its travel advisors. That's Romeo Charlie Lima.
Okay, let me get that sent out now.
U.S. Navy says nuclear submarine Georgia into Persian Gulf. CLNE, clean energy fuel spiking to the high, $6.13, now pulling back. Charlie Lima, November Echo. Company announced that it, along with Total, to develop additional carbon negative fuel and infrastructure.
A little bit of a
That's
pullback in the
Charlie Lima,
market.
November Echo. Now at 575, up 5%, CLNE. U.S. Navy reporting that the USS Georgia has transited the Strait of Hormuz, along with the guided missile cruisers USS Port Royal and Philippine Sea.
Okay, my stop on that is going to be 185. That's a nice tight stop there for that long of an expo on Baidu. Markets are continuing to retrace a bit. Take a look at Qs. We'll be following today.
Iran nuclear deal signatories push for U.S. return once Biden takes office. That's from Financial Times.
Let's see if Qs have found bottom here right around
XSPA
305.
Express Spa out with a supplement to an August 5th prospectus, 24.5 million shares of common stock. X-ray Sandy Papa Alpha.
Let's see, Intel. Someone has a question about our Intel trade we have. Intel's got support at 45. If we see a green candle above 45 here, I'm going to be adding into that trade. We have the February Expo on the Intel trade. Down about 4%. Look and see if she bottoms out at 45. If she does, I will add to that on the green candle above previous candle's body there. So probably looking for a candle about 46.50. She drops below 45, I'd be out of that trade, but I can't see Intel doing that. Once we see that climb too, we could do a short-term trade, picking up a weekly expo there to kind of leverage out that longer-term trade. Get quicker gains on the rebound with a shorter-term expo. Baidu's holding right around 200. Amazon's down about $1 now. Starting to climb off the lows there at 31.90. Watching Q's here. There we go. Amazon's back in the green for the day. Baidu broke back above 200. Just some intraday volatility you're seeing. Nasdaq's down about 183 though. That's why I'm watching the Qs here closely. I'd like to see a break above 306 here on Qs. Be some good day trading then if we could get that breakout. Carvana shares experienced unusual options activity on Monday. Everyone's buying used cars compared to new. Carvana's doing great. One sec, guys.
LMNL, Luminal Biosciences, spiking to the high. $5.14, Lima Michael, November Lima. MLI, Muller Industries, announcing acquisition of Hart and Cooley Flexible Duct Business. That's Michael Lima, India. Luminal Biosciences. Piper initiated today with an overweight rating and $22 price target. That was earlier. Lima Michael, November Lima. CHWY, Chewy, December 31, 110 call sweep above the ask, currently 105.86 on CHWY. LMNL halted at the highs, $5.74. Lima Michael November Lima halted on a circuit breaker now. Luxembourg imposing a lockdown beginning December 26th through January 10th. That's from Bloomberg.
Let's see here. Q's want to climb there. Let's see. I'd be looking at Carvana for longer term. Nothing short term there.
Shares of NEO at the intraday high now. November India Oscar.
Ghostly like sounds there, John. What do you mean by that? Don't scare me.
U.S. unseals criminal charges against Libyan suspect in 1980.
Oh, the
bombing
door.
of Pan Am Flight 103 over Lockerbie, Scotland.
Flight 103 over Lockerbie, Scotland. What'd they say happened with that? It wasn't a plane crash, was it? Gotham, our Bank of America calls are for February Expo.
SNBL Sundial Growth
Holding on to those.
Up 10% now. Standing November Delta Lima.
Normal intraday swings.
That it has become
If we're day trading, we're getting this week's Expo. When we get expirations that are longer than this week's Expo, the current week's expiration, they're swing trades. Qs are still breaking down.
They are debt free.
Baidu came right back too. Little pullback on Baidu. On that 198.
LMNL shares resuming after a circuit breaker halt, hitting 662 now. Lima Michael November Lima, LMNL.
Come on, Bank of America. Let's see that hold. That 29. Let's see what Qs look like on a daily. Right down to that 20. I don't know. You guys think we're going to continue to pull back this week? The only thing that's going to make that happen is further restrictions with COVID. Baidu back up to 199.
LAZR, Luminar Technologies. January 35 call sweep. LAZR currently at 30.99. That's Lima Alpha Zulu Romeo. Shares up now 11.5%. LAZR.
Everything's in BDM right now. Let's see, SPY. SPY's looking like that's really going to continue to pull back there, doesn't it? Got about 350 as next support area on SPY. Airbnb had that pullback. I wonder if that guy sold those contracts. I doubt it. Amazon just had a $9 candle there from the previous candle. Let's see, Q's want to flatten off here. I'd like to have a nice Christmas this week, make some good profits. Think we will. Gotta find our honey hole for the week here. Goldman Sachs up $13, 5.5%. Nike pulled back a little bit there.
Hertzfeld Caribbean Basin Fund announcing lifting of suspension to self-tender policy. CUBA.
Derna shares up, but still over 3%. Airbnb is falling out right now. Quick $2 drop there. Fibrogen has extended review period on new drug application for roxadustat for treatment of anemia and chronic kidney disease. This is what I'm looking at on Amazon.
It says we are welcome back a leading global athletic brand for another expansion of their influencer marketing initiatives. IZEA creators will soon burn some calories promoting a variety of athletic.
I'm watching to see if we're gonna continue to break down here and break that 3180. If we break that 3180, we're probably just gonna continue to see further selling pressure today. So I'm watching Amazon here. Amazon started great. I'm still very optimistic with Amazon though. I mean, Amazon's not down too much. $12 for the day, $11, 0.3%. There we go. There's that climb. Let's see if we could hold that squeeze between that 10 and 20 now and get a break. I'd love to see a candle above that blue 20 SMA here. If we do, that could be a nice reversal. We could day trade up to about 32.20. It's a Monday though, you know? So not too fond of day trading on Mondays. Unless we get some type of news, a catalyst that we could take advantage of a quick mover. There goes Amazon. Right up to that 20. Clear that drawing out so you could see the candles a little better there. Want to see that break above that blue 20 SMA right here. Q's want to climb, you know, she's getting up to that 20 now as well, so we're going to see Amazon continue to climb as well as Q's here. Bank of America finally starting to get a climb there. Nice climb on Bank of America, 29.23 a share now, continuing to climb. There goes Q's, wants to break that 20. John, I think I watched that on Air Disasters. There goes Q's continuing to break higher there, looking good. Baidu's starting to climb here as well, getting back up to nearing $200. There goes Amazon, 31.93. John, that must have been that flight that had the Didn't they like have a bomb on board or something up in the cabin? I remember watching something about that. Did you ever watch those air disaster shows? You can't stop watching them once you start. Jack Dottie, that's one of my favorite shows. Air Disasters and then Airplane Repo. You gotta watch Airplane Repo. Those guys get 300 grand for snagging a private jet off the rich that aren't paying their bills. I remember Columbia. I wasn't born for Challenger. Watching Q's still holding that 20 right now. Let me change this. Put on Q's here. Oh, so good to be back, guys. I'm telling you. Missed you guys. And I really appreciate all the prayers and all the messages you guys sent me. You guys are the best. Adam, I feel great. The only weird feeling I have today is my muscle strength in my arms here. It feels so weak. I don't know what. I don't know if that's something, a reaction to the chemo or what. But I feel good mentally, physically. It's just my muscles feel weak. Come on, Q's. I want to see that hold that 10, start that climb. I already had that MACD cross, had our first green bars above the histogram here. I want to see that continued climb here, especially going into the lunch hour. I don't want to see a continued sell-off lunch hour here. About a half hour, we're going to be coming up to that lunch hour. Challenger was in 1986, wasn't it? January in 1986, I believe. WBAI. Let's see what that's doing while everything else is just lagging here. WBAI.
Mayor de Blasio with his daily update.
I got to figure out how I could get the CNBC on this screen over here. I brought the big touch screen from the office to the home office here. Got to get CNBC back on there. Baidu's got a nice break out there. Almost new highs on Baidu, guys. That's what I mean about those intraday moves. The more you stress out about those intraday moves on those longer term trades, the more unnecessary stress you're going to have in your life. That's why with the trades, I give the targets and I give the stops there. If we give that stop, that obviously means then it's breaking below support there and it's going to continue to retrace. So as long as she doesn't break below that support on the daily chart that I give you guys, there's, the intraday swings are just that, normal intraday swings. Let me actually put up the other one here on YouTube.
MAGS, Magal Security, provides update with respect to its pending cash distribution. That's Michael Alpha Golf Sandy. cash distribution of $1.079 $7.9 per share, about $25 million. That's MAGS.
1947.
Golf Security says ex-dividend date for Nasdaq trading will be December 29th. That's Michael Alphagoff, Sandy.
Let's see. Cullen sold his Delta 35 2022 calls for 39% gain. Nice job. Let's see what you did with that. Delta's been consolidating since about 10. See that break above that 39.50 on Delta. You could look for a day trade on that easily. Qs are still holding up. Still holding above that 10.20. Consolidating for a bit here, but not too much going on. Guys, there goes Airbnb. A-B&B. Nice breakout. Big breakout on Airbnb. MACD's already crossed. 10-20 cross is coming up. You got your first candles above the 10, 20, 50-day simple moving average. Could be looking at 150 as a target if you want to pick up a day trade on Airbnb. If you want a swing trade, you could easily be looking at that 155, 160 target, which is a nice move higher there. Look for something with a delta of at least 0.50. If you're looking at the option chain here and you want to trade Airbnb, do they have the options on it yet? They do. So if you want to do something short term, December 31st, you look for something with a delta of at least 0.5. You go to your columns here. You want to add that delta when you're looking for a short-term swing trade. So I don't know why that came up there. Let me see. That's that mouse I told you about. It just clicks whatever it wants to click. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So delta here, wow, they got pretty nice deltas there. The 147's got a delta of about 0.556. Even if you pick up the 150 call, it's still got a delta of about 0.50. If it were me, I'd be looking at the 150 calls on Airbnb if you wanted to trade that breakout there. Qs still aren't doing too much though, so for me, I'm not gonna make a trade. But if you wanted to trade that up to that 150 either as a day trade or look for that 155 to 160 as a weekly target here, wouldn't be a bad setup there on Airbnb. Let's see what Baidu's doing. Baidu's holding that 50 the entire day here so far. Looking for that continued climb. Qs just trading sideways there on Qs. Let's see. Skyjack said Neo's breaking out. Neo's looking good there. Nice breakout on Neo. I like that chart too. Held that 40 support right here on December 14th. Starting to climb from there. You got some resistance right at around 50. We could break that. We'll be looking at that, 56 to 57 area. That's a nice setup there, Skyjack. Bank of America's finally getting its first candle above that blue 20. There we go, Bank of America. Let's see if we could hold that and continue higher. There's that first green candle above that 1020 simple moving average, which we haven't seen since 9:51 this morning. So that's a nice little climb there. See if that could hold. As you can see on Q's as well, Q's flattening out there, consolidating, but still holding above that 20. Got support at 304 on a daily on a today chart for Q's. Want to see that Amazon start to break out again. That's going to be a good setup to buy some weeklies. Moderna up about 3.3%.
Entry of non-Swedish citizens from the UK.
Sweden just banned entry. Colin, how's the gas industry doing up there in Canada? Markets are pulling back a little bit on that news. Further breakdown. Here comes that further pullback on Q's on that news. That's definitely market moving news there. You'll see that for a few minutes, that pullback, and then it'll probably flatten out again. Intel shares are trading lower on report Microsoft plans to design its own chips and servers and PCs. Own chips for servers and PCs.
Belgium to extend travel ban from UK for another 24 hours.
I think we're going to see much further restrictions this week. Going into Christmas here, I think we're going to see much further restrictions. Baidu's still looking good there. Nasdaq's down 217 points today, 1.7%. There we go. Q's are starting to get a little climb there. Let's see if she could break that 20 again. Paul, I think they're trying to change that system here in America too. My whole life we went by pounds. Every time I go to the doctor now, they tell me how many kilos I weigh. Kilograms. We'll be seeing liters instead of gallons at the gas pump soon, I'm sure.
KOPN, seeing a spike in volume now, shares hitting 220 kilo Oscar Papa November.
Wow, big pop on Copen there. Up 17% for the day. Baidu's climbing again. You got to know your centimeters, Colin. Colin, how you feeling, by the way? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Been thinking about you. Now you're going to have to convert it, Tyler. You guys are funny. Baidu's still holding that 200 area. Would love to see it break that 202.50 for the day. Qs are getting a nice little climb there while still consolidating, but not seeing BDM pattern no more on Qs. And I hate when you see these patterns, these breakdown momentum patterns. Red candle below previous candle's body there, and you continue that breakdown. Consolidation I'm okay with. Yeah, I just don't want to see a rapid sell-off. And like I told you guys, that couple of candles there, that was from that news about Belgium
announcing
and
their
Sweden.
Results. Revenue or sales of 20.3 million. Papa India Hotel. That's down 41%.
Let's see. Paul says, what's your opinion on Silver's 2150 strike calls for January 15th Expo? Should I sell and buy again at the money or the same call option? I appreciate your opinion.
LAZR, Luminar Technologies.
Let's take a look.
Call activity. January 40 call sweep now at 3084. That's Lima Alpha Zulu Romeo, LAZR.
I like it. I think that's going to continue to break out there, especially when you have Bitcoin starting to climb. That's usually when your gold and silver start to climb as well. So I'm a big fan of silver and gold right now. I think that could easily see 25 short term. If you're holding that until the January 15th Expo, to be honest with you, I'd go a little bit longer until Biden's in office, because I think the precious metals are going to continue to climb once Biden takes oath there. So I'd be having a target on that of about anywhere between 26 and 27 on silver if you got the February monthly expo. That's the nice thing with that. There's no earnings or anything. You can pick up silver. You don't have to worry about that implied move or the IV pop there for earnings. Nothing to worry about there with silver. I'd definitely jump into that. That's looking good for a few good days of runs there on silver. And Amazon just continues to slowly drop lower there. Down about $21 on the day for Amazon. Watching Qs still stay pretty flat. Now, see, if anything, I might hedge those long term. If I feel the market's going to sell off this week, what I might do is a short term put on SPY or Qs for this week's expo. So the trades we made today are for the February 19th. Plenty of time. You know, over 2 months until expiration on those. So if I feel that the market's going to have a bigger pullback here, then that's when I'm going to do a short term SPY hedge with this week's expo.
DGLY, Digital Ally, tweeting Hubbard Police Department.
Bank of America got a nice little spike there.
Car systems paired with First View HD body-worn cameras from Digital Ally. That's Delta Golf Lima Yankee, DGLY. Shares of Digital Ally getting a pop here on volume, $2.71. Delta Golf Lima Yankee. SNDL, Sundial Growers, continuing to spike here. 51.5 cents now on very heavy volume. Shares now up 18% for SNDL.
Bank of America was trying to climb there. See if she's going to break that 50. Baidu's looking okay. Q's just still pretty flat there, consolidating. Bank of America wants to climb there. There we go. First candle above the red 50. See if that continues to climb there. If she does, I might add to that position. What am I? I'm down about 12% on that Bank of America trade now for the February 19th expo. So if we do start to break higher in the afternoon here off these lows, I might double. Yeah, I could double down. It's only about a $1,400 trade I have in that right now. So I could double down on that, make that about a $3,000 trade. If I see the breakout I want to see. I'm not going to do anything prematurely here. Big red candle there on Amazon. Digital Ally shares move higher. Company tweets Hubbard Police Department will deploy car systems. Bank stocks rise on buyback optimism. Digital Ally. You know that's a good stock to own for longer term there. I should pick up a couple thousand shares of that. Anyone in that? I know a few of you guys were talking about it a few weeks ago. Anyone still holding shares of it? I could see that hitting about 4 over the next few months. wouldn't be surprised if they try to do something. Bank of America is still climbing here off those lows. Starting to get a reversal there off of Bank of America. Came right down to support. See how we had that red line there? Support right at around 29 bucks. Held that, consolidated for a while. Let's see if she continues to climb here. 6-month daily chart on Bank of America. She broke resistance 1. Resistance 2 is going to be right around 31. Not too bad there. Q's not doing too much yet. Baidu's pretty much consolidating. Cullen sold his American Airlines January 2022, calls for about a 40% gain. Nice job, Cullen. Bank of America still getting a nice little climb there. 29.29, 29.30. Nice move there. Baidu starting to climb a little bit here. Well, guys, I think that'll do it for our morning session. We're getting a nice climb here. If anything, we're going to add to our positions in the afternoon. I'm going to run to the store here, get a new mouse. This mouse, I don't know what happened to it, but when I click, it clicks twice. So I got to watch out with making my trades here. Bank of America is still climbing nicely, looking good there. Had that nice spike. If anything, it'd probably be adding to the Bank of America. If Baidu breaks that 202.50, I wouldn't mind adding to Baidu. We'll see how it goes in the afternoon session here, guys. Jack, I wish... there's a Walgreens right across the street. I wish someone would deliver it. I don't think there's any apps, though, to get something from, like, Walgreens, though, is there? Delivered to your house in a quick time frame. There goes Bank of America, still on the climb, only down about 10% now on that trade. She could break that 29.50. I might even add to it there. That'd be nice, Jack. I will give them a call. I appreciate that. Guys, we'll be live again at 2 o'clock, all right? So hope everyone has a great day here. I'm going to be in the trade room. I'm just going to see about getting that mouse quick. And I will see you guys in the afternoon. Kevin, I hope you're doing well, too. I really do, buddy. I've been praying for you. Qs are getting a nice little climb here. That's good. That's what I wanted to see. I feel good leaving you guys now in good hands. Market's getting a little climb there off those lows. Baidu's flattening out there. Bank of America still on the climb. Looking good. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to go get that new mouse there, and I will see you guys live in the afternoon, and I'll be in the trade room from now.
NK, West, moving again now.
Colin, feel free to shoot me a text.
$13.24. November Kilo announcing a merger agreement earlier.
Nice candle there on Amazon.
Now.
Alrighty, guys. I will see you guys in the afternoon. Nice to be back. Let's get our rhythm back here, and let's make some great trades this week. We'll be looking for some paycheck trades for Christmas this week as well. So let's do that this afternoon. See if we could find some good weekly paycheck trades to make. Alrighty, guys. I will see you guys later. Have a great day. God bless and stay safe. Looking good here. Q's still climbing. Amazon's getting a candle above the 10. Bank of America still in breakout momentum, holding that 20. And Baidu is basically flat there in consolidation. Alrighty, guys. See you later. Have a great day.